Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Henry up the middle. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Ravens at 6 and 4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside. They did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away. I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll drop the throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now they'll change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it was caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Jets 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot.
Ready to run. This is Lewis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bills.
Here comes third and about a foot. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Demario Davis there on the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A short throw caught by Andrews. There he goes again. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays,
it's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protected. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Jets. 1st down.
On the counter, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Hall again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Jets 1st down. A gain of 3 on the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Jets 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are back within a score. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff running left. Henry. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this 1st half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Luke now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Now after the time. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ball again. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Jets. First down.
Ball on a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jets.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
The screen pass.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. These guys nailed the crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep for Walker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, You definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. And he is going to have the Jets first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 62 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
For the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Jets 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it
sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rookie from Clemson looking good on that one. He gets his guys a first down. Back to throw again. This one deep for Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
6 yards.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jets 28.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Report!
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 45, Jets 28.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Henry again on 2nd down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
For the field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A handoff for Hall. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets first down.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 119 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.